Metro Times, Source Magazine, 107.5. Tell us how it felt to be a part of such large platforms, and what did you gain from being a part of those outlets?
Because you've also been on that South by Southwest. Did you perform there before?
Yes, I did.
That as well. So
yeah, 2 years in a row, South by Southwest. So let's
doing it this year too?
Yes, I should be.
Okay.
So the thing about it is South by Southwest kind of actually gave me the opportunity to be in Source Magazine. So I performed at South by, and when I did that show, I was able to link with some guys from New York who believed in the vision, who had the vision. And basically they got me into Source Magazine and a bunch of other publications because there was a lot of people there. Think about Southwest, it's very hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a festival environment, so people are just having a good time, and there's people from everywhere. You could do a show there, and there could literally be an A&R. There could be Vice could be there. I mean, to be honest, bro, Metro Boomin could be in the audience and you won't even realize it. Not saying that happened, but I'm saying it's that kind of hookup.
Right.
Like literally, Brick Squad has a showcase. Taylor Gang might have a showcase. TDE might have a showcase. All at the same time. So if you're a consumer, you like running around. You know what I'm saying? And on the way to that showcase, somebody might, somebody that editor for Source Magazine might be walking past where you're performing and say, that's kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? And they'll come fuck with you. But as far as those publications, it felt great to be acknowledged. Again, being the kind of artist that I am from the city that I'm from, a lot of times people don't necessarily understand you being a certain kind of artist. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they don't appreciate it or that something's wrong with them not for not understanding, but they're not accustomed to it because it's just hardened. It's kind of, it's Detroit is Detroit, you know what I'm saying? So it's a certain way here. But to be in those platforms, it felt phenomenal. To be in Metro Times, these are all things that I aspired to, and I never knew that would really happen. So when they came into fruition, I knew that A, they were a blessing, and that B, it just meant that I needed to keep standing and keep going for more. But it felt great, of course. I mean, to be in Source Magazine, I grew up reading Source Magazine. You know what I'm saying? Biggie, what'd he say? You know what I'm saying? She loves to show me off her Porsche. Smiles every time my face is up in the Source. I was up in the Source. I showed my mama. I showed my mama. I was like, I was in Source. You know what I'm saying? And at Lit House, I actually announced that I was in Source because that night I got posted. And I think you were there. I believe you were there.
So was that a couple of years ago then?
Yeah. So initially been in Metro Times, I've been in that twice. Hot 75, Vintage Twine actually played me on the radio, my single Thank You. Hot 7 Song of the Week. Very eclectic. I appreciate that. And that's one thing I appreciate about what he's doing. And that I hope that he continues to do and that he will always do is to, to be a pariah. To be somebody that's willing to do what he wants to do and to play the music he wants to do. Because at the end of the day, that is the difference. And we need people that are influencers. Because at the end of the day, you either are the wave or you're the boat. I'd rather be the wave because the boat's going to get destroyed eventually. There's a lot of boats, not a lot of waves. The waves control everything. So it felt great.
So talking about, all of that, being at South by Southwest, Lit House, getting interviewed on the Source Magazine and all of that. So it seemed like you meet a lot of people. And even just from your Instagram, we see you be in pictures with everybody, you know what I mean? So how do you put yourself in that position to do so?
I'm sincere and people gravitate to that shit, you know what I'm saying? And just being on it, you know what I'm saying? I really travel by myself. One thing about me is I'm always by myself, and I think when you are in solitude, you're able to move a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 other people. I get to move the way I want to move and where I want to move and how I want to move. But just being cool, just being cool. When I meet these people, if you see anybody on my page, I'm never pressing them. You know what I'm saying? If I meet, I guess a popular artist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally talking to them like I talk to y'all. And I think people appreciate that. I think when you come out and you're entitled and you're gimme, and da-da-da-da-da-da, what makes you different from everybody else at that point? But if I could just talk to you, example, right? I went to a Gold Link concert a couple years ago. I got a chance to meet him before the concert or whatever. And I told him, we were talking. And I was like, damn, nigga, I don't know how we even got to talking about this shit, but I was just I asked him if he was hungry somehow. I don't even know how the fuck. We just was talking. We're talking motherfuckers, so we just talking and shit. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You should go to Sweetwater's. You know what I'm saying? They got some of the best wings you can get. That's the type nigga I am. You feel me? I ain't gonna be nigga, let's do this feature, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What you got for me? Help me, nigga. I'm starving. I'm hungry, nigga. Don't you see yourself in me? Weren't you once a starving artist?
Right.
Nigga, help me. Niggas don't want to be around that shit. Niggas just want to vibe because they regular people.
Right.
They still got fucking blood in their veins and the pulse. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that's how I do that. Then I have people who, of course, hook me up. But, you know what I'm saying? I just met really good people. By the way, shout out to Zeno Jones, man. That's my guy. He actually has a brand called God Is My Source. You know what I'm saying? So I believe I'm very blessed. I think everybody in this room is very blessed. So make sure you check out God Is My Source. You know what I'm saying? And Zeno Jones is a really good dude. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually Big Sean's day manager, if I'm not mistaken. But really, really good guy. You know what I'm saying? Great guy.
Zul Zanite.
Zul. She's all in me. Zaddy. She sounds so Zul. Yeah, what about it?
Zul Zanite, has a lot of listens on SoundCloud. So tell us your process for creating that.
Well, the process of creating that song. So, again, all accidental. So actually what inspired that record, it's funny that you bring that up because I actually kind of hadn't thought about it in a minute. So you remember Patricia Brown? I think her name was Patricia Brown, if I'm not mistaken. But remember the school teacher from Atlanta? And they were saying that because she's very voluptuous and she's very full-figured and she's very blessed. You know, she's nice. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying that her garments were inappropriate. So I thought she was from Atlanta, right? So I looked at her and the song kind of inspired something, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, damn, if I had to make a song that she wanted to listen to, how would it sound like? You know what I'm saying? So in the sense of, you say, in the song I say, I am for real, you know what I'm saying? As in a reference to Outkast. But the record just came from my love of women and passion. It's a very erotic record, you know what I'm saying? And I just love to love, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, especially with being intimate, it's less said, but it's so much more spoken, you know what I'm saying, through the verbal or non-verbal communication, excuse me. So it's just really that. But as far as the record moving, shout out again to Source Magazine, YouTube, you know, so I did a visual project for it. Shout out to people that support me because they definitely shared it and, did videos on Instagram and Snapchat and so forth. And I just think when the record is authentic, I think it moves the way it's supposed to move. So I think we're 7,000 or something like that and counting. And it's just a really fun record. She's all in me zaddy. She said I'm so too.
So you like to reach out to the women. Is that more of your audience or do you want to make it more broader?
Well, the truth is, I really love women. I think women are amazing. I mean, there's no greater artist. I can sit here and I can make whatever I want. I can create whatever garment I want. I can sing whatever song I want. I can rap. I can do all those different things, but there's no greater artist than a woman. Because at the end of the day, art is imitation of life, right? Art, am I right? It's imitation of life. Who's a conduit of life? Women. They create everything. They create life. Whoever made the Mona Lisa, right? They say, oh, it's the most beautiful painting. She's such a beautiful woman and it means so much. And people have been trying to break it down for thousands of years, right? But the person that made that, you know what I'm saying, the person that created that painting was created by a woman. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, even though she don't touch an instrument, she don't paint, she's naturally an artist because it's in her anatomy, it's in her essence. So I just really love women. I love everything about you guys. I love your perseverance, especially. I love all women, but black women in particular have a special place in my heart because I feel like you guys have persevered so much. And y'all got y'all shit together too. This new generation of women, y'all got y'all shit together. I love everything about it. You know what I'm saying? I love everything about it. So just women, the way that you guys look, the way that you guys make me feel, the amount of passion that you guys have, and you're just nurturing, and then it's just the way that y'all do things.
You going somewhere, ain't you? You going somewhere. Where you at? Where you at?
I don't know. I was going. They had got me.
So, I mean, just from speaking to you and then also, the project that you have that's out, which we'll be speaking on that next, you feel real strongly, about women.
Yes, I do.
You know what I mean? And you also touch on, women's beauty. So what's your take on a woman's beauty? Because I remember speaking with you before. You said you like them natural, like stretch marks, bald head.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. It don't matter.
All that. I
so,
like that.
And then even hearing your project, you touch a little bit on that as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I love women in a natural form because a woman is naturally beautiful. There's nothing more beautiful on this planet than a woman. Period. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if y'all just disappeared, if women disappeared, I'll be trying to find you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be about this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if they're gonna give me all the riches in the world, nigga. I'll be like, I gotta go find these women. I gotta see what's going on. Goddamn it. But I mean, I just appreciate that women are who they are and what they are. You know what I'm saying? For their essence, not just the look of them, but the way that they make you feel. And I think that there's a lot of superficial pressure put on women to look a certain way and to always be this way. You can't have stretch marks, and your breasts have to sit up a certain way, and your ass got to be shaped a certain way. But I think it's beautiful, just the way it's just everything about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just think women need to hear more of that. I think there's a lot of women feel like if they gain 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and they whoever they want, their significant other gonna leave them. And I'm here to alleviate that pressure, and I want to put that in my music. I like it. So you got a couple curves on your body. You know what I'm saying? I'ma like it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You feel me? Like, I like that shit. You gain a little bit of weight, I'ma like it. You know what I'm saying? So you lose some weight, I'ma like it. Cause I love you for you. I love you for your essence. You know what I'm saying? And then women are just beautiful. I mean, shit. You ever just look at women? Just period. I mean, come on. I don't think I've ever really seen a truly ugly woman before. And especially, my women of color. I got that skin and just, you know what I'm saying? And just, I just love everything. I mean, all women are beautiful, but I just, something about that brown skin that, that really just takes me somewhere. So it's just very beautiful, especially black women, like nice, big, beautiful smiles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love them. You know what I'm saying?
So you said that your project, which right now has no name, but it will be releasing March 23rd, which is also your birthday.
This is true.
It's also your birthday, so
that's when I came on the scene. Yes.
So you said the project is about a time in your life when you were with someone that you loved, and then that love just kind of like expired.
Yeah.
So can you just take us briefly through that moment?
Yeah,
so they can get an idea of what this project is really about.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, at the end of the day, I'm very authentic in what I do, and I feel like the best music comes from experience. So I was in a relationship with somebody for about a year. You know what I'm saying? And wow, that was a great time. And the demise of that relationship was inevitable. There were certain things that just were not going to work, and they didn't work. Clearly, because I'm single now. But I mean, I just really appreciate that time period. When I was with that person, I went to New York with him, and I traveled back and forth, and I never really had like that was my first girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? That I would count, because my first relationship really wasn't too much to be desired, you know what I'm saying? So I just really appreciate, that time period. So at the end of the day, though it didn't work, I wanted to kind of put a capsule to it, you know what I'm saying? And, it's something that people can generally relate to too, because I feel like we all deal with love. We all deal with infatuation. We all deal with intimacy. We all have erotic thoughts. We all have insecurities. We all have confusion, and we all have hurt before. So it's about that time period, but it's actually generally just about love. But this is just my experience. But at the end of the day, I feel like things that are real, they have life. So like, while I have a song like Thank You, which I particularly wrote about a particular person, you know what I'm saying? Like, that record, Thank You, was like 6 months old before it came out, because I wrote the record for the young lady that I was courting at the time. And I wanted it to be special for her. So I said, I want to put it out because I know the record could really move. But I said to her, I want you to have something that's just yours and that you only know about for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how I feel about you. You know what I mean? So, then that record was on the radio, and it's in Metro Times and all that. And, it was like a show of romanticism that no one knew about. So it's something special for her, like, damn, like, yeah, they write about this song, but this about me. You know
right. So I know you said too that it took you're real particular about how long you take to put out a finished product. So you take your time in doing a project. So it seems like, this project that you've done, like, your relationship, you said, was like a year and a half. Like, it basically took you just about that long to finish the product. So you really is telling the full story of what happened.
Yeah.
It touches on like domestic violence and consensual sex and all of that. So tell us a little bit about that, because I know you said you had a line in there that you particularly wanted people to pay attention to. In one of your songs.
Yeah. I mean, should I give the line to him now or wait from
Give him the line.
So essentially, in one of my songs, because I feel like these are certain essentials, I said she want a nigga that's gonna treat her good, fuck her good, feed her good, and never put his hands on her. You know what I'm saying? Unless them hands are spreading them legs and eating that pussy just how she likes. And I know that's a little rudimentary and a little promiscuous, but I mean, the truth is, I think those are 3 things that a woman really wants. She want somebody who is going to treat her good, primarily, treat her like a woman, make her feel like a woman, tell her that she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be able to physically please her. Intimacy, you know what I'm saying? She wants to be fucked good. She wants to be, made to feel like a woman physically. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be you know, she wants to get her pussy ate. I mean, that's kind of some shit that a woman will like. I think most women enjoy to get head. Unless it's somebody I don't know about. And then there's a possibility if somebody out here don't like it. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, and this ain't for you. And then I think, you know, somebody that's going to feed her good. You know, it's not saying she can't feed herself, not to be misogynistic and no shit like that. But, you know, I mean, you want to go out to eat, and who don't like to eat and whatever. And that's and feed really means not just with food, but feed her mentally, feed her spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And feed her in your company. You know what I'm saying? And then never put, you know, his hands on her. Because I feel like it's crazy because I see so many women that have been in situations where domestic abuse is just like, is there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like, I've heard like horror stories. I'm talking about some shit that, you know what I'm saying? They'd be afraid to put on Lifetime. And they put some shit on Lifetime. I'm talking about like, nigga, some real serious shit. And I think it's very unfortunate. Actually, to be honest, when I was younger, I was kind of naive. I thought that domestic abuse shit was some like 60s and 70s type shit. I thought that was like some shit that was out the window. But there's a lot of girls in our generation. There's a girl right now watching this that's probably in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? And I just really have a certain kind of, I despise that shit truly. I find that shit to be so fucking morbid and grotesque. And I have no energy for it. So that's my way of kind of speaking on that. Because I feel like that is important. And I think that it's never okay for somebody to put their hands on you. It's never okay for somebody to abuse you physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I think too many women are either afraid to be in that situation or have grown up around that situation, or have not ever seen a normal relationship, so they are accustomed to it. And I think that's the way to go. But at the end of the day, you know, if he puts his hands on you once, then likely, very likely, like 99.9.9999% of the time it'll happen again. And I just hope that, you know, one day we can eradicate that behavior, because I think that is very feral. As a man, our job is to provide, is to preserve. The preservation of our women is what's important, because if we don't protect y'all, right, then we're not protecting life. You know what I mean? Like we value material things, and we value things that really don't make no damn sense. But at the end of the day, the woman is the producer, right? You know what I'm saying? She's the one that creates. You know what I'm saying? She's the one that you know what I'm saying, keeps the shit going. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, which is weird in this relationship, right? Because if the artist, right, without a producer or engineer, you can't record. You know what I'm saying? Without a producer, you really can't get shit going. Without your band, you can't get shit moving. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like the woman is the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like she's creating life. She's a conduit. She carries life. Everything in here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's watching this, people behind the camera, me, all came from a woman. Unless I don't know something. Unless you dropped off from a stork or some shit, or you came from a test tube. I don't want to know none of that sick ass shit. But that's why, you know, I put that in the music, because I felt like it's a nice way to just kind of throw it in there.
So are you that type of person in a relationship, like be her good, fuck her good, respect her, like, is that you?
Of course.
That's you. So do you like, let's see, are you the type where you will have sex, you know what I mean, every single day? Because I hear a lot in relationships like that, even though sex isn't everything,
yeah, it's a lot.
That, you know, it plays a role in a relationship. And if you find yourself like, well, you guys are only having sex like once a month or once a year, like it takes a toll on your relationship. It does. You know, people like kind of that more consistent.
No, it makes a difference, and I'll be honest, right? Because that's a lesson that I had to learn over the years. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you have to keep the passion. That intimate shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, it's like an anesthetic or some shit. You know what I mean? Like it'll kind of help you get through shit. You know what I mean? Because some things you can't communicate verbally, but non-verbally through passion you can communicate that. And I think that you know, while, you know, when you're in a relationship, you have to have that. Like at the end of the day, you have to. Like it's essential. You know what I'm saying? If you lose that, then far behind will be the, you know what I'm saying, the relationship is actually probably going to be coming towards an end too. So that's really important. Like intimacy is really important. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're not actually having sex, you need to be intimate, period. Not because I feel like, especially with a woman, and I could be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think a woman just wants to be, she wants to be, you know, being made to feel special. Whether that be cuddling, whether that be kissing, you got to keep that passion there. Now, sex, yeah, every day, I do. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone, if you're in a relationship, especially a monogamous relationship, and you guys can trust each other, you should be fucking as much as you can. Because if you lose that, you'll lose the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But that's really important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you just gotta treat her like a queen. You want to eat her pussy and all that. And that's important.
Do you do all that?
I'm classy.
You classy.
What kind of guy do you think I am?
Look, why he drinking the water? So, what else could they look forward to from you? You know, besides your new project that's coming out, let everybody know what to look forward from you.
Well, I will be dropping a line. I'm going to be doing some different designs and aesthetics. So primarily denim, hoodies, and I'm collaborating as well. So this is actually one of the jackets that I customized and I did myself, reclaimed vintage style. So I will be doing that alongside my project. It may release in March, but I think I might wait till like spring because everything's really going to be for the fall, and I want to give people time to get ready for the fall. So I'll be doing that. You know, I'll be doing what else will I be doing? I'll be doing me. You know what I'm saying? Not giving a fuck. So you look forward to that.
Always.
Everything that I do really revolves around not giving a fuck. And that's weird because you know, it's funny because I do these, you know, it's great to do this interview with you guys. I appreciate it so much. It's great. But it's like, you know, people don't really realize that about me, I don't think. Because I am really an artist. So when I get on Instagram, bro, I'm not showing you, you know, when I'm at fucking Kroger's and I'm at Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I drink coffee just like you. And no, nigga, I can't get into that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to me, I wouldn't even have no motherfucking social media. Because I really don't give a fuck. You know, I just be doing me, nigga. When I go out, I'm out. When I'm out of town, I'm out of town. Exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not on the phone. I'm not doing none of that dumb shit. I'm having a good motherfucking time. I'm submerged in the time I'm having, nigga. Because I know that I only get so much time in this bitch. We all do. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna be here for forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
Well, we want to thank you for coming out to the Real Visual Outlet. Again, please look out for his project that he'll be dropping soon. It's a consensual sensual project.
Consensual sensual.
You know, it's gonna give you the vibes for sure.
Do you have any shout outs that you want to give?
Oh yeah. Well, first I gotta give a shout out to God because he's my source.
The source.
You know what I'm saying?
The
You know what I'm saying? That's one more time for my guy Zeno, man. But you know, God, you know what I'm saying? God is good. You know what I'm saying? He's almighty and he's blessed me. You know what I'm saying? In abundance, you know what I'm saying? So that's been great. What else has happened for me? You know, of course my parents and, you know, people that brought me here, you guys, you know what I'm saying? Really appreciate you so. I really appreciate just everything that you guys are putting together, this platform for artists. You know, Source Magazine, Metro Times, you know, Vintage Tron for me in the radio. Even though my last relationship fell, I do appreciate that experience and everybody who was involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So,
gave you this project.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a great inspiration. Women, because I mean, you guys are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I just, again, you know, I love women. There's nothing better. I don't understand how, you know. And I mean, that's really it. I guess just life. Shout out life. Because for the good and bad, I've been able to take and do something with it. And, you know, my next blessing, shout out to you because I know you're coming.
On to you. You the talk of the town. And my best kept secret. Ooh. Genuine so righteous. This a Tupac Machiavelli. Now tell me how you want it. Ooh. I'ma take it to the place. I'ma take it to the place. You ain't gotta wait. Ooh. I'ma take it there. And I push you in there. And I push you in there. She say I'm so soon. She's all of me zaddy, she say I'm so soon. She's all of me zaddy, she say I'm so soon. She's all of me zaddy, she say I'm so soon.